Hi, I'm back with another read. And as I was getting ready to start the read or whatever, all I did was put the cards down. And when I put the cards down, they all was down. But then I looked over and looked back, and one of the cards, I guess, slipped out or whatever. I don't know. So I might start the read at this card. I might not, but I'm going to tell you what this card is, and then I'm going to pull some more cards to see if it ties in with this one. So the energy that I'm getting from this card, um, this is you. I believe this is you. This might not be someone in your energy, or it could be both, but you could have a need for control right now. You're in a Four of Pentacles. You could be in this Four of Pentacles, okay? Like, in the Four of Pentacles is right by the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles talks about stability, foundation, money problems, like not having enough money, struggling, worrying, stressing, things of that nature. And but I'm talking about the Four of Pentacles that had popped out. You could um have a need for control. Like, everything is out of whack. Nothing is going in your favor right now. Everything is falling down. It's like your foundation is crumbling. Everything is breaking down. Ain't nothing going in your favor. You feeling like you got to save money because you feel like you know your money is leaving, right? But with doing that, you could be blocking change. There is some sort of change coming in. There's some sort of transformation. I wouldn't be surprised if the death card come out, because that's what the death card talks about: transformation, rebirth, renewals, new things coming into fruition. And in order for these new things to come, you have to break down the old. So it's a lot of things that are changing around you, and you could be scared of this. You could be scared of change right now, fearing change, feeling like you have to save up every little thing that you get. But it's like back in the day when you were saving and it was stacking like a mountain. But now when you save, it's like you have been saving for a week and not have spent shit. And now when you finally gotta spend something, or finally want to spend something, like, oh, let me go buy me some food or something nice, here goes some problems and shit. Now you gotta spend the savings on that. So it's like you feeling like you gotta just hoard every little thing, or you gotta make shit last, or hold on to what's no longer serving you, even though you are in this energy of wanting to allow it. You wanting to transform, you wanting to allow change, you're wanting to like, you're in this dual energy. Like, you're really in your duality, but you have to learn how to choose. So you can know how to be both things, but then you have to choose. I just lost my train of thought, but anywho, it might come back to me, because some of these messages be like really intense, and I gotta hurry up and get it out, or to leave. But anywho, you are blocking change. You're not really blocking change. Like, yeah, that's what I was about to say. You're scared of change, but you're not scared of change. Um, you have this need for control, but you also are willing to give up control. You don't care about control. You want things to be all put together, but you will allow. I just seen 321. So angel number 321. You will allow things to fall apart. So you're in the middle, but you're still holding on to both things. Like, you're still serving both things. You're still counting on both things. When you need to choose, if you're gonna let it go, let it go. If you're gonna try to keep holding on to control, and if you're gonna keep fearing change then. But if you have told yourself that you are willing to change, and you are willing to let go of fear, and you are ready to receive this abundance or whatever, let these things fall. Be okay with the stalemate, or whatever it is that you have been going through time and time again. Whatever it is that you have been alchemizing time and time again. Um, like rebuilding yourself from and coming up from time and time again. It's like now at this time, it's like you are losing control because you feel like you have this need to control, when you all you need is your faith, and you just got to keep on being faithful is what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from that card. Okay, and that popped out by itself. So now I'm going to get into the message, and we're going to see if this message ties in with that card or not. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Because that could just be a side note, or it could be, tying to this. Like, some people do a whole message and want the message to be about that whole one topic. But me, I'm open. If I see a lot of messages on a board, I'm gonna try to get as much out there as I can. But sometimes I don't want to talk too much. Like, but sometimes I do. I just don't know, how much I want to listen to. I just be trying to get the quick messages out there because some people just want to hear something that they've been like. It's like confirmation, and something be calling me, like something want me to do a read right now. So you could be feeling a need for control, saving money, blocking change. Like I said, this could be you, or this could be somebody else, or it could be both. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, because I have not shuffled yet or whatever, but at the bottom of the deck, I see dishonesty, lies, trickery, deception, scheming, cheating, deceit, theft. And theft doesn't always have to be somebody taking your money and you knowing about it. Theft could be somebody stealing your joy. I have said this before. Like, say if you come in somewhere happy and somebody see you happy and they like, what they happy for? And then they come up and you tell them what you happy for, and they be like, oh well, I don't see the big deal about that. And now all of your happiness just went down, and they just stole your joy. That means they're a thief of joy. So it's somebody who like, or it's just people in your energy who are deceitful, trick tricksters. Like, they're dishonest, all they do is lie, but you want to know this because they're tricky. So these are people who show up as angels of light but really are devils. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they'll show up like people who are just so angelic. Like, say if it was a grandmother or old auntie, you expect old aunties and you expect grandmothers to just be of this love and light or whatever, and just happy all the time, giving and caring. But no, some of them motherfuckers is real demons in those old lady bodies, and they really crazy as hell. So, like, not saying that it's your grandma or anything. I'm just saying, giving an example that it's some people who were in your energy that was dishonest, but you would look at them like they was a priest, a pastor, somebody who you would think you would look up to, but your inner, like your intuition, been telling you that these motherfuckers been lying to you, and you probably was ignoring it for a while, and you're starting to listen to it. And these people could be having a need for control because they used to be able to trick you and deceive you and get over on you. And this is strategic. These are people who strategize on this, like, okay, what I'm gonna do to make this person feel guilty for me. Like, like some people, they know, they be like, even when they go into a relationship, they be like, yeah, I'm about to go in giving him food, making food for him, cooking for him, doing all of this stuff for him, giving him all of this stuff, because I know it'll be only a short amount of time before he giving me everything and doing everything for me. Like, some people only do stuff for a motive, and this whoever these people are, this person, that's what they do. They cheat, lie, scheme, and strategize. It was something else I was gonna say, but it went away. Damn. I might have to pause it and rewatch it. If I rewatch it and I feel like I need to add that in there, I'm gonna add it in there. But these people could be fearing something. Like, you could be waking up to this dishonesty. I don't know. I'm about to pull some more cards, but right now I'm just going with the downloads that I'm getting. Okay, so you could be waking up from the dishonesty, waking up from the trickery, waking up from the lies, waking up from these motherfuckers scheming or whatever. Rather, it doesn't have to be something that it could be the littlest thing. It could be people just never supporting you, never clapping for you, never smiling for you, or it could be people always making you feel like you the bad guy. Whatever it is, you just got tired of that shit, and you probably left the situation, and now you feeling like you need to regain control, have control over your situation, right? But at the same sense, you probably couldn't, because this is just me channeling. We're gonna see, okay? Because I know this is what it is, but at the same time as you feeling like you need to gain control, you already gained control by cutting off these people that was trying to fucking deceive you. Okay? All you need to do is let all of this shit crumble. Wallow in this unknown energy, not knowing of when your next dollar gonna come from, not knowing of why everything keep up. Just wallow in this for a little second, not too much, just a second, just so you can release the need for control. It's like when you want something, you basically resisting it, because once you put your faith out there, you already know it's gonna come to you. You have to stop. Let the shit come to you. The shit that you're trying to attract, let it come to you. And then this is what I keep trying to get out there. They don't want me to say this about them, Because every time I'm about to say this about them, I keep talking about you again. But they are now fearing a change. Okay, finally, they are fearing change because they see that you are catching on to their deceptive activity or their dishonesty or their schemes. They see you catching on, and so now they are fearing change. They trying to block change. You get what I'm saying? These people greedy. They want to put you in this energy of having to save because they know that they about to have to save because they was trying to control some sort of situation that could have had something to do with you with this trickery and lies. Yep. We have Five of Pentacles. I was just talking about this. Five of Pentacles go right with that. Somebody you was too generous. Okay? You were too fucking generous and people abused your generosity. They took your kindness for weakness. They took your money, whatever you was giving them, money, energy, advice, whatever it was, they was take, and they was not give. And now that puts you in this energy of having to save your energy, blocking all of this shit, whatever. But you gonna let that go. Like I said, you in the middle of where you're not really blocking it, you just not knowing what's going on. So you're trying to scramble up ideas to get gain back control of the situation. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you have to realize that you allow people to abuse your generosity. You were people pleasing. You were giving away too much energy. You was leaking out too much energy. Like you could have been poking holes in your own ship just because you was trying to be too nice. Fuck them, man. And it's crazy because that shit really is, you don't even realize until you realize, like, damn. And these people don't do this for you. Instead, they just try to fucking abuse your generosity. They try to put you in debt. They try to pull power plays over you. These people fake act like they'll do something for you if you needed it or whatever. Like, these people selfish as fuck. We have celebrations and enjoyment getting ready to come in, the Four of Wands. So, stability, balance, or like motherfuckers that abuse your generosity, they seen that you was celebrating, they seen that you was enjoying things, they seen that you was helping out the community or helping out the home or helping out the family or like wanting to contribute to gatherings, or they seen that you were stable or whatever, like, and these people could have worked as a team to come against you or whatever, to fuck with your balance and to fuck with your stability. Okay. And also you could be coming back into this energy, coming back into this Four of Wands after somebody tried to take it from you by being tricky and having trying to make you feel like you had to scramble all over the place to put shit back in together. No, you always got shit together, okay? But yeah, let me keep on going because it's 13 minutes. You got the Tower in reverse. So somebody is trying to, whoever this trickster is, because it's right up under this trickster, it's like they're trying to avoid, they are in fear and they're trying to avoid some sort of tragedy, trying to resist change and resist transformation. Like I said, this is them that's now going into this energy, even though they want you to be in, they're getting ready to be in this energy of lacking control, fear of change, trying to avoid some sort of tragedy. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like you're wholeheartedly in this energy. Like I said, you're dual. You're open to change. It's just that you just got hit with some bullshit. Like you got hit with a tower, and it wasn't a tower to knock you off your game. It was a tower to fix all of this bullshit. It was a tower to put an end into all of the fake and all of the lies and all of the motherfuckers abusing your power, abusing your generosity, abusing your kindness, coming asking you for advice so they can move better, but then trying to undermine you and demean you. So these people are getting ready to experience a tower, like, you know how I say in the tower in reverse, so a delayed catastrophic event, it's still going to come to them. They're just trying to delay it. And the more that they delay it is the more that they're going to experience it. Like I said this before, say if you did something and they be like, okay, you get community service for 10 days. But the more you delay it, the more you delay it, or you be like, oh, I didn't do that, I'm not guilty. And you taking it to trial, you paying more money, you showing up to court more, you doing all of these other things that can land you in more trouble versus just serving your time. So they're trying to delay this shit like they can actually avoid it, but they're not going to be able to avoid it. after a while, all of this shit gonna come crumbling down on them. So they're probably trying to do more shit to plan on how they can be more deceptive, how they can be more tricky. And the more shit they do while trying to be on trial, while trying to fight their case, while trying to avoid the karma, it's just gonna pile up. They gonna get it. And like I said, right up under celebrate, right up under need for control, you're getting ready to be coming into celebrations, enjoyment, like back to where you belong, back to where you was before these people or whatever had happened. Um, these people could feel like somebody made them some sort of broken promises. Somebody could have promised them something. Like if they abused somebody's generosity, or if they abused somebody's power, if they took somebody's power, if they would have been tricky to somebody and put them in this energy of lack or needing for control with the four Rons, they would be celebrating. And they worked as a team. And they could be mad at these people because now they feeling like these people broke some sort of promises that something is delayed, or something just they fear that something is about to happen, like it's not what they expected. We have trickery again. We have the magician in reverse. Somebody could have actually been using magic against you to actually cause illusions, having you confused, having you feeling like you was crazy or delusional, manipulating you, being crafty, just to trick you and just to cause you delays, to cause you catastrophic events, to have you in fear, to have you resisting transformation, because you are somebody who was always evolving, and people wanted to stunt your growth. They wanted to stop your celebration, like I said, and have you feeling like you had to always scramble up to figure out how to get shit back in order. There's an ending coming to this with the tower. There's a tower to this magician. There's a tower to this people trying to work against you, because their promises, like I said, somebody feel like somebody broke a promise to help them. Like if somebody feel like a magician or a worker broke a promise to help them come against you, but they didn't break. They actually, it was working at first. It was working, but something is going on now to where you're waking up or something, like, and it's not working anymore. For the magician to be out here, it was working. Now it's in reverse. It's not working anymore. Do a couple more. Let me see. We have judgment in reverse. Somebody is guilty. Somebody hate themselves. Somebody criticizing themselves, and somebody feeling down. This could be you, because you probably feeling like still in this illusion. Like, did I make the right choices? Did I cut off the right people? Was people really being lying to me, or was they really telling the truth? And am I being too harsh to them? So you could be in this judging yourself, and it's in reverse. Like, you need to stop judging yourself, and you just need to accept this change for what it is and allow these towers to happen, so that way this transformation can come fully in, because it's here. You know what I'm saying? You just got to stop overthinking it and stop being overwhelmed. So you could be feeling guilty and shame, down, insecure, all of these things. You could be feeling like you made the wrong decision, like I said, or you could be in the middle of a crossword, like. But this, like I was saying, my phone cut off, my phone had died or whatever. Somebody don't want this message to come out, or somebody getting ready to some sort of death or some sort of transformation. But anyhow, this could be you and somebody else. You're judging yourself in the wrong way, and these people are guilty, and they hate themselves because of what they did to cause you some sort of ending or whatever, like, or they're just mad at the practitioner, they're mad at themselves, they're mad at all of this stuff because it didn't work out. And now these people don't have any control over the situation, because no matter what, you're about to experience some sort of celebration and enjoyment. Um, these people feel like the amount of work that they put in, they didn't get the quality, like they didn't get, it's not worth it. These people feel like they're going to have a bad reputation, like they can now have a bad reputation with you, they can never come back in. Um, and then people who worked with them was misdirected. You're coming into this balance energy, calm energy, control. So you're getting ready to come into control and self-control as well. You already probably in this self-control energy, because we have it popping up or showing up. But you're getting ready to realize that you do have self-control. You're not guilty. You don't hate yourself. Um, you don't have to scramble around trying to control the narrative, because you are like a high priest, like you're intuitive, you're balanced, you're the temperance, you're an angel. You get what I'm saying? You'll figure it out. We have fresh ideas coming in. You're a dreamer. You have a bright future. You're creative. We have the sun in reverse. Somebody is mad because they don't want you to see something. They don't want these things to be illuminated to you, but they are. And so now they're sad, they're gloom, they're like in sorrow, they're crying. Um, they're about to get ready to experience failure and delays. They lack the long term vision. Like this was impractical. Like whatever they was doing was like, why would you be trying to use magic against somebody to do all of this trickery when you could just use magic on yourself to make your own life better? But instead, you're trying to use magic to take somebody else, like make their life fucked up. Like you never thought that they would figure this shit out. Like worry about your damn self. I don't know. So these people are now about to get ready to experience delays, limited to success, unfinished work, um, being delayed, and these are all the things that they could have had caused you, missed opportunities, unfocused, um, all of that. These people are arrogant. They're getting ready to start doubting themselves, and this is what they wanted for you. They stuck. They can't move on. These people gonna keep returning to trouble. They trying to run away from their problems, but they can't. These people are, like I said, charmers. They're trying to charm you or invite you to allow them back in to pull this deception over you again. But no, you're following your heart. You're following your dreams. You coming back to reality. Like these people had you and confused. You coming back to reality. Give me a couple more. You achieving peace, forgiveness, recovery, accepting things. You're hopeful. You're happy. Things are getting ready to return back to normal. We have inheritance. Something could be getting ready to be passed down to you. We have family and job security. So if you've been praying for more stability for your family or more stability within a job or whatever, that's getting ready to come in for you. More stability. You could be learning new things that you're going to pass down to your children. Breaking generational curses, starting some new tradition. This is long-term success, a strong foundation that you're getting ready to build. So allow that old foundation to crumble because this new one that you're getting ready to build is going to be much stronger. Somebody is getting ready to be scatterbrained. They're exhausted. They lack strategy. They thought they were strategic, but they lack strategy. These people gossipy. They still could be talking about you, insulting you, talking about you right now, trying to play with your mind, like trying to use magic to play with your mind, but it's in reverse. It's not fucking working. So every time they try to use magic to play with your mind, it's going right back to them and fucking with their mind. They getting tired. They up there assaulting you, talking about you for no reason. Like just could be bringing your name up. These people are getting ready to enter a isolation period, feeling lonely. In my last read, I talked about the chosen ones going through an isolation period and feeling lonely or whatever. These people are getting ready to go through this, and they're going to be paralyzed by fear of what they did. They're experiencing anxiety, fear, depression, despair, hopelessness, isolation, nightmares. And what's crazy is I was having nightmares every night for 2 years straight. Didn't even know motherfuckers was sending me spiritual attacks and shit like that. But once I figured that shit out and woke the fuck up, now what I see popping out, motherfuckers having nightmares. It's crazy, right? So yeah, all of that shit is going back to people. People were in competition with you. They wanted to start conflict in your life. People would constantly try to argue with you or dispute things with you or saying that you were arguing with them or trying to say that you were disputing them. Or they could say like you were a problem. You were always starting conflict. They could say that you lack cooperation, you don't know how to work with people, you don't know how to talk to people, you don't know how to be around people. But really, these people don't know how to do that. They just keep a lot of people around, try to act like they're diverse. But these people only do that so they can learn how to um, work different angles. Like, imagine if they want to just beef with everybody, but they keep a lot of people around so they know what beef they might run into because they got so many different things. They're just observers of bullshit so they can learn how they think they're strategic, basically. They think they playing chess and they playing checkers. They think they playing chess and they playing Connect Four, bitch. You got them locked up. You done won immediately. These people feel abandoned because you're leaving. You're walking away. You letting this shit go. You moving on. You became defensive. You became strong. You you like strengthened your willpower. You became determined. You said, fuck that. I'm getting the fuck up out of whatever the fuck going on or whatever, like, or however you feeling right now. You could be still trying to control and get up out of that or let whatever. But at the end of the day, you fighting for what you think is right, and you're going to win. We have the chariot. You know what direction you want to go in. You have the willpower. You have the ambition. You have the control. You are successful. You may need to work on self-discipline and the focus, but you're determined. And the most important thing is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. It was a song. What was that, Arthur? It was like some um damn. It was like that. And I say, hey, hey, like what a wonderful place to be or stay. It's like some, I don't know. Gotta listen to that song, but it was like some. If you learn to work together, if you believe in your imagination or something, that's the place to start. I don't know, bro. That shit trying to come to me. Like they want me to sing this song for y'all, and I probably sound crazy. My voice cracking up and everything. They want me to sing the song, but it can't fully come out. So look up that. I think it's Arthur theme song. It's like some. Hey, come along and let. I don't know, man. They want me to get it out. But basically, it start with your imagination and it start with believing in yourself. Okay, so do that. These people feel like their dreams are being broken. They dissatisfied. They feel like they're a failure. They're a failure at making you fail. Get the fuck out of here. You a failure at making your own life fail because you did not work for trying to make your life better. You tried to work towards being a thief and stealing somebody's life and thought that was going to make you better. Now how you going to maintain that? Because that person was maintaining their life. They was working towards better. They were doing better. So you could steal their life. Now you have it. But do you know how to keep it? Because they were working towards learning how to keep it. Now they have to release your life back to you if this shit makes sense. And you're going to make your shit better. And these motherfuckers just fail at trying to take over your life or whatever the fuck. When they should have been, if they going to do magic, been doing that shit on their own life. If any fucking thing. I don't get it. Maybe they was, but they still just wanted to be greedy. And because we had greed out there, they just didn't want you to have anything. They don't care about like how to use your shit. It's like a card with money on it. Like they could have stole your card with $50,000 on it, but they don't even know the pin. They don't even want to use it. They just want to see you suffer and what you being broke and what you not having nothing, trying to figure out how you gotta call all of these people and get your card back and cut off all of this shit and do all of this shit. Like these motherfuckers is real life psychopaths or something. Like I don't know. But anywho, I'm gonna leave. We got the world at the end of the day. We have fulfillment, harmony, completion coming in, integration. So like with that duality, learning how to really integrate both instead of trying to think you have to choose because you in that where you don't choose, but then still knowing when to choose. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. Um, Achievement, sense of belonging, like where you felt like you didn't belong or whatever. Because I got another video where I said it might be lonely or whatever, like, but you gonna meet people there. So you might not feel like you belong where you at, but wherever you going, you gonna feel like you belong. So keep on going. Okay. I see travel, unity, wholeness, celebration again. So we got celebration coming out a lot. We got chariot movement, defending yourself strong, inheritance, money, long-term success coming back. Um, I hope I said something that helps. Excuse me, my voice keeps on cracking. I hope I said something that helps. If I said anything that helps or if I said anything that resonates, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. That's helped my page just grow and it's helped me to stay consistent with dropping these messages for you. And if you're on YouTube, hit that bell so you can get the notification so every time I drop you will get the new upload immediately. Thank you.